Hi, this is Mrs. Rosevier from PS11. Today I'm going to show you how to find the area of a composite shape. Now the shape on the right might look a little intimidating, but the good thing is if you know how to find the area of a rectangle and you know how to add and subtract, you'll be able to find the area of this strange shape. The area is the measure of the space within a shape or the surface that a shape covers. We can calculate area in different ways. One way we can do this is by using the formula for area, which is the length times the width. We would use this formula when finding the area of a rectangle. Here's the thing though, since this shape is a composite shape and not actually a rectangle, we need to do a couple things before we use the formula of area equals length times width. The first thing I'm going to do is break this composite shape into rectangles. So I want to find a logical way to do this. And I see that there's a rectangle on the top here, so I'm just going to draw that out. And then I see another rectangle down here. I'm doing this because I will be able to find the area in a more efficient way using the formula of length times width. And now that I've turned them into rectangles, I can use that formula. The next thing I want to do is make sure that the dimensions of each of the rectangles are labeled, meaning I want to make sure the side lengths are labeled so I can use that information. So when I look at this yellow rectangle up here, I see we have 5 here, 1 here, okay? And these sides are labeled. Now I'm going to look at the reddish rectangle, and I notice that this side is labeled and this side is labeled. However, the side opposite, the 7, is not labeled. Well, I can use what I know about rectangles, and I know that the opposite sides of rectangles, or the parallel lines in rectangles, are congruent. So since the right side is 7, I know that the parallel line, or the opposite line, will also be 7, because opposite sides in rectangles are congruent, meaning they are of equal lengths. Okay, now that I have all my dimensions, I am going to calculate the area of each of the rectangles using my formula of length times width. So I'm going to start with the yellow rectangle first. I'm going to take my length and my width and multiply them. I know that 5 times 1 is 5, so that would tell me that that rectangle is equal to 5 square units. Now I'm going to calculate the area of my red rectangle. So I have length and width. I'm going to multiply 7 times 1 and get that rectangle has an area of 7 square units. After I find the area of both my new rectangles, I am going to add their areas together, because remember, we're trying to find the total area of this shape. And I'm going to add 5 square units plus 7 square units, and I'm going to get an area of 12 square units. So, if you want to find the area of a composite shape, you need to break it into smaller rectangles, and then you'll be able to use the formula for area, length times width. I hope this helps.